Okay, Shima girls, I hope you're having a fabulous Friday and I wish you the best weekend ever as well. This video I want to dedicate it to answering your Shima girl questions, and I chose three of them and I'm going to answer them as thoroughly as I can. Okay, so I want to begin with number one. Oh, by the way, the following Shima girls that send in these questions, they are either in the process of receiving my Shima hair products or they already have my products. So the questions have to do with the usage of my Shima hair products. So listen up, newbies, and as well as my experienced Shima girls, listen up because this also serves as a refresher course. Okay, so let's go for it. All right, number one. Hi, Shima. I just ordered your Shima oil and DVD starter kit, and I am eager to become a Shima girl once your products arrive. I wanted to know if braiding my hair in cornrows or micro braids will help me to grow my hair longer. I am going natural and I stopped relaxing. Okay, so that's her question. Let's get into it. Okay, all right, Shima girl, number one. As far as braids are concerned, the most imperative thing to keep in mind, and I've said this several times already as well, is to never get your braids done too tightly. And this rule is especially broken when getting those cornrows because, with cornrows, the braiding process is done, I feel, in my opinion, with way too much pulling of the scalp area as the cornrows are being braided into those rows. Okay, and I've gotten them done before, and man, it was really painful for me. I had gotten it was like cornrows and individual braids together. It was cornrowed at the front area where the hairline is, and about 4 inches back, and all that area was on fire. I think the braider herself did it way too tightly, or they're supposed to be done like that, one or the other. So that's why I don't like getting cornrows done, as a protective style, or even as a style period, because it's just too tight, and the body is telling you it hurts, and it's unhealthy, and I just don't like them. That's why, because they're just too painful for me. The way mine got done was way too painful. But if you chose to do the cornrows, so be it. But be sure, if you can, for those cornrows not to be that tight, because in the long run you're gonna be pulling at your scalp area, and the thinning and the baldness of the hair will proceed. Okay, so yeah, you can do micro braids. You say you want to do micro braids, so I suggest you stick with the micro braids, because micro braids, they're pretty much like individual braids, but way skinnier, of course. And that's another drawback, in my opinion. They're just too skinny. It takes too long to get them done. But hey, they're way better than the cornrows. So, stick with the micro braids. Okay? Now, also, now that you are going to receive my Shima oil and DVD starter kit, you can now proceed to Shima oil your braids every night, but especially when you transfer it into when you transfer my oil into an empty spray bottle, it will allow excellent visibility when distributing the oil throughout the length of your micro braids. So please do that. Okay. Also, let me tell you something. This is a good trick to know. Okay. When you are spraying your braids, it's important to remember where your real hair stops. Okay. We're just trying to oil your real hair. Okay. That way you can stop spraying the oil at that exact point and not waste the oil by spraying the synthetic or human hair, because the synthetic and human hair, it's not going to be growing. It's your real hair that's going to be growing. So your real hair is the part that needs to get moisturized, not the fake hair, not the synthetic hair, okay, or the human hair, whichever brand you decided to use. Okay. All right, because I did that when I had my individual braids. I knew where I could tell, I could see the color of my real hair. Okay, so that's another thing. If your hair is black and the synthetic hair is black, maybe you might not be able to see, but maybe you can sort of estimate where your real hair ends. Okay, all right. Also, don't forget to this other rule, which is very important when using braids. Don't exceed longer than 2 months with braids, because it creates dreaded hair growth. When I had my French braid in, I think I went a little over than 2 months, and when I was removing it, it was a little bit dreaded hair growth there, and it's kind of a hassle to remove. I know how to go about removing it, and you can see the steps to removing dreaded hair growth, or well, before you get dreaded hair growth, you can see the steps in my first Shima hair DVD. Okay, the one with the pink background. So yeah, so don't exceed over than 2 months. All right, let's go to number 2. Shima, I like to wrap my hair after using your Shima hair repair shampoo, which leaves my hair feeling so soft and really detangled, I might add. So, I want to know if wrapping my hair in the same direction all of the time will make my sides thin out. This really concerns me. Okay, Shima girl number 2. My question to you is this. Are you washing your hair every day, or are you using the wrap as an everyday style? I want to clarify that. Because if you are doing the former, then you need to stop. Okay? Stop. Remember that we as Black women should only wash our hair about once every 7 to 10 days. And some of us can go even longer because we have learned how to keep our hair clean much longer. Okay? Especially when we're wearing our protective styles, because that really helps to keep our hair clean. And that's what I mean by much longer. Now, when creating your wrap, make sure you are going about it gently. Remember that gentle handling is an essential part of your Shima hair growth journey, which will help prevent hair breakage and even hair loss. Okay? So make sure you are being very gentle to your hair. Now, if you are using the wrap style as a type of everyday style, then make sure you apply my Shima hairline cream around your edges, before you create the wrap style, and then apply my Shima oil to all of your hair. And yes, ladies, you can use my Shima oil on wet hair as well. All right, a lot of you do that anyway, and it gives you excellent result just as well as if you apply it on dry hair. Okay, the thing is, I like to apply it on dry hair myself because that's the way I always do it. But after you wash out the shampoo and you put your leave-in conditioner, you can proceed to, as your hair is still damp, you can proceed to put on the Shima oil before you decide to roller set your hair or blow dry your hair or any of that. Okay. Okay. And lastly, keep your wrap style Shima oiled every day and keep it wrapped with your silk Shima girl scarves every single night. All right, ladies, do not forget to keep your hair wrapped in your silk scarves every single night. All right, let's go to number 3. Hi Shima, my hair recently began thinning out and breaking off at the crown. Will your products help to grow in back my thinning hair? I desperately need your help as I have heard nothing but amazing reviews about your products, and I wanted to know if they can help me too. So please, please help me. Don't worry, Shima's here to the rescue. Okay. Whenever I hear of a situation where someone's hair is starting to thin, especially in one particular area, and in your case at the crown area, that didn't just start happening all on its own. Trust me on that. That didn't just start happening all on its own. At least not in 9 out of 10 cases. Okay? It always points back to something we did. Again, it always points back to something we did wrong, I should say. For example, here are 3 simple questions for you. Number 1, have you been wearing braids braided way too tightly around the crown area? Number 2, have you been wearing hair accessories attached way too tightly around your crown area? Number 3, have you been combing or brushing way too way too harshly around your crown area? Now, if your answer is yes to any of my 3 questions, or anything similar to my 3 questions, meaning that indeed there has been some improper hair care practices, manipulation around your crown area, then the solution is simple. Stop that improper hair care practice today. Okay? Stop that improper hair care practice today. Now, my Shima oil, and listen very carefully to what I'm saying. My Shima oil has helped plenty of my Shima girl clients grow in back thinning hair as well as thinning hairlines. Okay, but keep in mind that my Shima hair growth products is not to regrow hair, it's to keep the hair moisturized. Okay, so you can retain hair length. All right, but when my Shima oil helps my Shima girl clients grow back their thinning hair, that is only after they have stopped their improper hair care practices as well. So what this basically means is that my hair products are simply the tools that will help you with your hair issues. But you yourself must learn what it is that you're doing wrong in the first place in order to solve your hair problems once and for all. Okay, Shima girls, that's it for the 3 questions. And I sincerely hope that you ladies have learned a lot from the other Shima girls who have questions, that if this applies to you, I hope you took, something out of this to help you in your hair issues, with your hair issues, okay? So I'm gonna try to answer more Shima girl questions in the near future. And that's it for today, okay? If you have any questions, comment below, and have a great night, Shima girls. God bless.